Hello everyone, I'm Xiao Gang. Okay, we come here, we come to our desk map, and then we add a base to the name. Add a base like this, to make it easier for everyone to distinguish. Okay, after adding the base, we come here, we create a new character link armor. The goal of this lesson is mainly to implement the walking, running, and jumping of this character, but we won't use the written character class. We will use our own written character class. So let's first create a cup. We give it a put it in this position. We give it a simple name, hero. Or let's not call it that. Let's call it default. We replace this place with the default we use. After the replacement is done, you will find in this place. Actually, in our area, it has some inheritance that needs to be copied internally. But actually right now, it cannot show us such a movement effect. You will notice. So what should we do next? Actually here, we can see. You will notice that this is empty. Right, when we talked about the chapter 3 case earlier, it should have been explained in detail. But when you come here, you will notice that it has actually changed a lot of things. Let's type input here. Right, you see, it's no longer empty here. Then what do you need to do here? Actually, it's quite simple. Let's take a look at what it modifies. Right. Okay, it roughly modifies these things. We need to do a simple migration of this input system. So I won't go into the input system again. We'll just move it out directly. We'll put this input into our, just move it here. We'll just do a migration. We won't worry about these. We can delete these assets directly later. Okay, let's ignore this input for now. Then we go to our own class here. First, let's assign this. What are these things? We won't go into that because we've covered it before. Look, okay, so these are the defined classes. Then we take this model and simply assign it. This one is for testing. We'll swap it out later. We can modify it according to his, for everyone's understanding. It's queen simple. Then for our animation blueprint, we need to find this queen, this animation blueprint. Then here, we need to pass this parameter to make a mesh modification. This mesh modification is 90 and 270. We input it here, 990, 270. Okay, now it's correct. Then we can see here it's cast override is this type. Let's change it. This part is related to navigation evaluation. We can say it like this. Take a look. It should be L area. The reason it's not receiving is because it is not under this component. Let's look again. It is inside this capsule. Let's find this capsule again. You can see it has been disabled here. And then this script is used. Okay, let's see what else has been changed. The main change here is to the movement component. Modified its maximum acceleration and also the related deceleration stuff. We can first show it to everyone without modifying it. We will find something very interesting. You will find it jumps very high, right? How should we compare this? Let's place 2 cubes here, then hold the cube and press the under key. This way, it can effectively stack. We can let it stack to give everyone a clear concept. You can see it. It jumps very high, right? But if we change it here, let's replace it with this one. You'll notice that after jumping, it's actually not that high, right? Okay, so actually here you can modify its defaults. That is, if you don't want to modify it this way, and you want to modify it more dynamically, then what should you do? Actually, in the gammon here, there is a method you can override if you want to implement character switching. This is how you do it. This is choose the post fun. Let me check. It shouldn't be this method. This should be the method. As for this method, it should be this one. You will find that it executes a default class, and the return class actually returns the class here. You see, here we are using setUpPerson, the character class, right? And if you want to switch to another one, then we can dynamically change it. You just need to override this method. We find this method and we promote it to all variables or something like that. We can see promote it to a variable, or we can write it as an array. Let's not write it as a variable. Here we give an array. Then we give it a character. Class is array. So here we add it. Then the class it inherits should be this class. XRPG. We give it a default class. Then we give it another. Third BP. Third character. So here we can give it a get. Now we take the first one. The first one is the one that jumps high and far. You will find that it actually covers, you see? Right. That is, you no longer control it through this place. So here you select a long, right? So this is a simple override method. Okay, we have gone off topic. But that should be fine. Then here it returns to us. And we previously had a seller person has a gravity coefficient. We can change it. We can also leave it unchanged. We find the character movement component. It should be here. So under what category is it? It is in character movement, jur 30. It should be in JN30. Let's adjust the gravity scale to 3 times. Okay, let's see if there's any need to further modify this. It seems there's no need for further modification. This is good. This is very important. This needs to be changed. If you don't write this, it might sometimes cause some problems. For example, you might not be able to get the acceleration. So this is something that needs to be done. Let's take a look. You can see that this can't be jumped onto, again, because this height is affected by gravity. So next we'll align this parameter with that one and modify it. We won't guide you through the modification here. We just need to make them the same, okay? We should be mostly done with the modifications here. It's actually more or less the same. You can see this thing allows you to directly adjust and display these elements, and it makes it easier for you to do alignment. So we'll use as the default class for our character. You can see we can actually right here implement a simple randomization or switch to a character like these. That's completely fine. Maybe you think this is easy to confuse with the engine's default. It's a bit buggy. So we'll replace it with this one. Right. Switch to this male character. Okay, after switching to the male character, let's take a look at our animation blueprint. It might need some changes. Okay, this way it's a male. Okay, good. Okay, right. Okay, after switching to male, actually you can create a random effect like this. For example, right here, we give it a random int, and let's say the maximum is 1. They are essentially this random number should be from 0 to max minus 1, so we should set it to 2. This way, we can switch between the male and female characters with a simple toggle. You can see this time it's a female character. Now it has changed to a male character. We've become a female character again, still a male character. So this is a simple way to implement a character for everyone, just implementing the character at the start. Such a simple switching process. Okay, then for our testing convenience, we won't do it this way anymore. We'll just leave it here. Empty loop nodes like this are generally not allowed. But since we're teaching, we've left it here for everyone, because sometimes when you look at the project, you might need to directly copy such a node. Then we take this part and change it to this. Let's first change it to default. Okay, in this lesson, we will briefly stop here.